NFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Tampa Bay. It's the Eagles and the Bucs, next on Madden Football.
Playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we're at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With a chance to head to Arizona in 2 weeks' time for Super Bowl 57, we are underway now in the NFC Championship. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First try on offense for the Bucs and their veteran quarterback, Tom Brady.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. T.J. Edwards coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Throughout his career, Tom Brady has made a living with the quick pass, hasn't he? How about that one? A little slant inside, and I think his arm's gotten stronger throughout his career, too.
Yeah, and you can just see one of many examples. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out, and it's picked up by the Eagles. But they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. We know turnover margin always key, going to be really key in this one, and to force an opening drive turnover. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. From the 36, Brady. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Brady. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Mike Evans from 17 yards out, and the Bucs have struck first in this NFC title game. Extra point up and good by Succa, and it's now a 7-0 game. A 10-play drive that time, and it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception. Take it in at the 3. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagles slow to get up. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he rifles one incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Hurts sliding out of the pocket. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So after the INT, it's Brady. Over the middle, complete. It's Evans. He'll get it inside the 20. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big pickup of 38. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. Fournette is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So Brady departs, and on is Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle, Succop's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach... defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Let's go now.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 43. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Hurts sets up to throw it. This is Smith with a grab. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding, offense.
Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it facing a second and long situation. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Sanders. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal.
That's good hard running right there on first and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Sanders again. But he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
And now third and goal coming up. The loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Demetrius Harris from 3 yards out. And the Eagles are back within a score. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Brady now on first down. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, Brady. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time. And they'll be left with second and a couple. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Gets it out quick, it's Gage on the slant. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. A little tough on the secondary there, in zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Jalen Hurts bringing the Eagles out for their next drive. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watch the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
On 2nd down and 4. Hurts. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play. Ready?
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On 1st down, Hurts. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Here's Hurts to throw. Complete. Smith has it. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Going for it with Sanders. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right? Your mind to beat guys to the football. And getting your toes tapped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veteran showing he still has the agility. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Brady now to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now Brady. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows in terms of football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Brady now on third and goal. That one to the sideline, and a nice catch there. He stays in bounds, but a penalty marker is down as well. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be first and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, he creates a penalty.
And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Julio Jones with career touchdown number 70. And the Bucs would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Extra point put through by Succo. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. So we've reached halftime. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this third quarter. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough. First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. 50 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Shaquille Barrett able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, third and long. They're connecting quickly with Goddard, and they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Sanders. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Throwing is Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. And it's caught. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. Well, in the process of that kick return, it appears we had an injury. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something.
Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Hurts. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Joe Tryon in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will tie things at 17 all. So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there, that defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them.
They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
So out come the Bucs now.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for it with Vaughn.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
On first down, they go back to Vaughn again.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. One quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. Back now in Tampa.
Here's 2nd and 10.
All even as we get ready to start the 4th. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Bird sets up to throw it.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing about a dozen on the play. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And this one likely on the short list for Game of the Year candidates. And boy, did it come in a good one here in the playoffs. All tied in the 4th with a berth to the Super Bowl on the line. Buckle up, everybody.
Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Brady's throw on target to Godwin here.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Well, they took a shot there, tried to get it downfield, fourth quarter tie game.
Tried to get it in one chunk, didn't they? Wanted to get into field goal range, as you noted, but good reactions back deep, forcing the incompletion.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Another run with Sanders. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Gainwell. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. Yeah, that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's William Golston there who fought his way in to make the play.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Now on 2nd and 13, Hurts. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Well, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Over the middle here to Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Holding, offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. See what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. The kick by Elliott is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
So here's Brady and the Bucs.
Down 20-17, 57 seconds to go. A field goal sends this championship game to overtime as they've got a 1st and 10. And brought in by Brady.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw complete here, pulled in by Brady.
And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. To throw is Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Extra point try now for Succop. And that will make this a 4-point game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And it's capped off by the late touchdown that puts them out in front here in the final minute of the contest.
Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now it's the Eagles' turn, trailing by 4. A little under 40 seconds to go. And they've got to travel the full 75 yards, and time is obviously a huge factor here. 1st and 10. He's back to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 more on that one and another 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going make everything get completed in front.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Shaquille Barrett getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. Really a great season. Not a whole lot to hang their head about.
Not at all. And, you know, the winning side, they're so ecstatic. They're going to the Super Bowl. But for the guys that we're talking about, they've got to figure out how it's going to go next year. Are they going to be motivated?
Dollar. Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bring your own victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still